Hello gorgeous people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going over an analog horror video called The Swarm. In this video we learn about a mosquito control project that leads to the creation of a more aggressive breed. And this video is a part of the Vintage 8 universe. In case you haven't heard of Vintage 8 before, Vintage 8 is a channel on YouTube which uploads a ton of incredible analog horror styled series. Some of them being the Tangivirus, the Oracle Project, the Human Trial, and Sinkhole. Now I highly recommend you at least watch the Tangivirus before watching this one because they do kind of tie together a little bit. So if you want to check out my other Vintage 8 videos, the link to the playlist will be in the description down below. Another reason why we're going over the Swarm today is because I was told that I needed to watch this one before going over Vintage 8's next work, The Itch, which is something that you guys have been recommending for months. So after this video, that'll probably be the next Vintage 8 one that we go over. And as always, if you want to go check out Vintage 8's channel or their other works, the link to their channel will be at the top of the description down below. Please be sure to go and support your analog horror content creators. Also guys, today's video is sponsored by GAMERSUPPS. In case you don't already know, GAMERSUPPS is a little powder that you can throw into your water to make it taste so much better, and you could get a little energy at the same time. But if you're not interested in caffeine or anything like that, don't worry, they do have caffeine-free versions too. Now, in case you're nervous and you feel like you might not like it and you don't want to purchase a whole tub right away, they actually do have some free flavor packs that you can get on their website too. So you can try the flavor and then when you do like it, end up buying a whole tub for it. The link to GamerSupps will be in the description down below as well. Use code Immortal at checkout and you could get 10% off your entire order. But alright guys, here we go. I'm excited for the Swarm. Let's jump right in. The Swarm. I'm excited. It's been a while since I covered anything Vintage 8, and this is an older one that they've done, so I know a lot of people like this one. The following video is a collection of news segments, radio broadcasts, as well as other media from early 2001 to 2008, documenting what has been locally known as the North Tangi Swarm. This video was assembled as part of a video exhibit for the North Tangipahoa Memorial and Museum, so we may never forget. Again, Tangipahoa is just always getting something, huh?
While you're there, you've got to check out the top quality certified Black Angus meats. Prepared by their professional and friendly staff, you'll notice the quality of the cut and the low price right away.
FPTV programming, the Tangi update, cooking with the Burger Shack. Burger Shack! Children under the house reference. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I love how interconnected Vintage 8's universe is. The Tangi update.
After 8 years of fighting for regulatory approval, North Shore Research will release the first genetically modified mosquitoes in the United States. North Shore Mosquito Control is scheduled to launch March 21, 2001 in Independence, Louisiana. Worldwide, mosquitoes kill an estimated 700,000 people yearly. Over 1 million pets in the US alone are estimated to be infected with heartworms. The infection rate for dogs over 2 years old is thought to be over 80% in South Louisiana.
Wow.
The experiment is designed to suppress the Aedes albopictus breed of mosquito, which carries the West Nile virus and yellow fever. In the United States, there hasn't been an outbreak of yellow fever since 1905. However, it is endemic in 33 African and 11 South American countries. West Nile, on the other hand, has become a huge problem in southeast Louisiana since its emergence in 1999. West Nile virus is a single-stranded RNA virus that causes West Nile fever, which can cause fever, headache, vomiting, or a rash. In less than 1% of people, encephalitis or meningitis occurs, with associated neck stiffness, confusion, or seizures. The risk of death among those in whom the nervous system is affected is about 10%. The North Shore Mosquito Control experiment works by introducing genetically engineered male mosquitoes into the wild. The modified males carry a gene that passes to their offspring and kills female progeny in early larval stages. Since only female mosquitoes bite, this limits the possibility of infection in human and animal populations. Genetically engineered mosquitoes are an alternative to insecticides. If successful, the North Shore Mosquito Control Project could save millions. However, not everyone is excited about the project. Opposition to the Independence field trial has been fierce from some residents. Most express concern about being bitten by a new strand of mosquito, or how the bugs will disrupt the Louisiana ecosystem. Officials with North Shore Research have assured the community that the experiment is safe. North Shore Research plans to release the results to the EPA in 2002. North Shore Research is a pioneer in neuroscience, genetics, immunology, and technology. The future begins on the North Shore.
Why does that symbol... I feel like that symbol looks familiar, but I don't know why. I can't tie it to anything specific, but I feel like maybe I've seen it in something Vintage 8 before. Okay, so it seems like the mosquitoes are a huge problem here in Louisiana, and, you know, they can give off several diseases to either dogs or humans. You know, that they're clearly a big issue by all the stats that they showed. So the idea is that North Shore Research is going to release a bunch of male genetically modified mosquitoes so that when they do stuff with the female mosquitoes, they'll just die off and possibly reduce the population of mosquitoes, and in turn save humans and, I guess, dogs from getting sick or possibly dying. It makes sense, but I feel like all the time you see in media that when things are genetically modified in the ecosystem and you kind of break how the ecosystem's supposed to work, usually goes incredibly wrong. And that seems to be what some of these people were upset about, is that they're like, oh, what if, you know, it gives breed to a new genetically modified mosquito and then it bites us, and then what happens? Like, would something bad happen? I can't knock that. I do have to agree there. So that is definitely a risk for sure. The Tangy update. Well, thank you for the update. I appreciate it.
Tell me what I want to know, Joey.
I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, yeah?
Doritos.
Well, we got ways to make you talk.
Frankie Juke over there, Harley Cataloni, Johnny C, Jimmy C.
Okay. Where'd they hide my money?
I ain't saying nothing.
Can't work like this.
Can I have some more Doritos?
I don't know if that was a real commercial or not, but it should be. News hour. Oh boy.
The movement to stop the upcoming North Shore Mosquito Control Project continues to gain support in the community. What started as a few dozen protesters has quickly grown to thousands. Mayor Gagliano and the council have called an emergency meeting to discuss whether or not to move forward with the project.
Okay, so a lot of people are going against the mosquito project. I didn't like that commercial.
The council voted 4-1 to proceed with the North Shore project.
Damn. Okay, so it got approved despite all the people going against it.
Any
All right.
reaches into all of the tangible.
March 21st, 2001, we're at.
Exciting news for Independence, Louisiana. Tomorrow is the first day of the North Shore Mosquito Control Project. Despite heavy opposition from many locals, the experiment is expected to usher in a new era in mosquito and pest control.
Trust for all of your firework needs. Put your money in the sky, not in the hands of an overpriced
I mean, this is clearly going to go wrong. I wonder if that was from another Vintage 8 series. Weather reports. That all seems pretty normal, right?
Protesters of the Mosquito Control Project have released a video that they say proves the dangers of the controversial experiment.
Alright, I'm going to investigate one of those North Shore mosquito boxes. I want to get a look at what these bastards are pushing on our communities. I will not let my kids be subjugated to this irresponsible and dangerous experiment.
Oh, dude, this is a terrible idea. Why would you go directly to a box with the new mosquitoes, though? This guy's been out here for a long time. It's nighttime now. I really don't know what to expect with this. Like, is it gonna be some giant mosquito? Are they just normal killer mosquitoes? I hear some mosquitoes. Or some kind of bug, something.
Like I'm close to a hornet's nest or a beehive.
Okay,
Must be some killer bees in those trees or something.
that's what I was thinking. I was gonna say I thought they sounded more like bees. At this point, I would have given up trying to find this.
God, it's like a damn snake bite.
Okay, it definitely sounds like did he just compare getting bit by the bug to like a snake bite? I could have heard that wrong, but that's incredibly concerning. I'm guessing it wasn't bees, that was the new mosquitoes that got him. It sounded like that they just attacked him as a swarm. Interesting. We'll just keep going and see. Goofy Designs, created in the Kate's Crossing Mall.
North Shore Research has issued a statement refuting the protesters' video. They maintain that the public does not need to fear the mosquito control project. The project was designed to help the community and hopefully the world.
I mean, of course they're going to deny. It's March 25th, 2001 now. Breaking news. Oh no. Independence, Louisiana, engulfed by a swarm of aggressive, bloodthirsty mosquitoes. Genetically modified mosquito kills over 300, pet deaths in the tens of thousands. North Shore experiment, a deadly failure. Independence to be evacuated. A new breed of mosquito has spread across the north side of parish. Wow. New breed of mosquito displays hive mind characteristics. Mandatory evacuations for North Tangipahoa are underway. Hospitals in the north side of parish overwhelmed. Wow, in just a few days it became that bad of a situation. Bites from insects can cause severe infection. And this is why we don't mess with the environment, people. Wow, that's...
Bill?
We were camping north of 51, me and my buddy, and they just came out of nowhere. The damn thing sounded like bees, but bigger. And when they bit, they would take the skin off with it. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. No way, man. There's no way I'm going back to the parish now. Those little monsters can have it for all I care. I'm out of here.
Dude, I just came out here at a party, man. And suddenly this big swarm comes out of nowhere. It ate everything up, like that wave I caught in Santa Monica last year.
Alright, Surfer Boy. It sounds like that they're bigger than bees. Like, usually mosquitoes are like pretty damn small, at least from what I've seen, but these sound like they're huge, and when they bite they also take the skin off with it. That's crazy. That's why it's so hard to see in those videos, because they're literally huge.
Mate, I was wrong. I've seen a bloke get bit clean in half by a croc back home, but nothing like this. It was so loud, even in the car. They went for his eyes and mouth. I prefer the croc, honestly. The fifth trumpet sounds! The end of days are at hand! For as the Lord wrote in the book of Revelations, out of the smoke locusts came upon the earth, and upon them was given power as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not harm the grass nor any green thing, but only those men who have not the seal of God on their foreheads. So I tell you, you must repent of your sins, embrace Christ, and you shall be saved. Repent or perish.
I do agree. You just shouldn't mess with the ecosystem. Like, it's not meant to be messed with.
Hello, Diane. Yes, tomorrow night. That would be just perfect. Doing? Oh, I was just having someone over for dinner.
It must have been from like some killer show or something. Governor's news briefing, local news, local news. All right, so we only got like news things on TV now because of how bad of a situation.
Roads are gridlocked in North Tangipahoa Parish. Community leaders are trying to aid traffic flow before night.
I don't think that should have been on the news. Hey, what's the weather looking like?
The parish mourns as efforts to save lives turns into tragedy. The failed evacuation has left hundreds more dead and no easy way to clear the vehicles left behind. The governor has declared a state of emergency, calling in the National Guard to aid the hundreds of thousands of residents unable to evacuate North Tangipahoa Parish.
Jesus Christ. So because so many people are trying to evacuate, they're just stuck. Pretty much. Ah, man. And remember, just a few days ago, they were like, oh no, it's fine. It's okay. They're really not a threat. It's gonna help us. Government mandatory curfew broadcast. April 27th.
Emergency broadcast system. 7 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. curfew imposed for North Tangipahoa Parish. This is for your safety. Immediately get indoors. Please turn off all lights. Please turn off your television. Cover your windows. Emergency services will not be available during curfew. If a swarm enters your home, wrap yourself in as many blankets as possible. This is for your safety. Protect yourself from the swarm. You are safe in the dark.
And that's crazy just because if you are stuck in an area where the swarm is, it's so easy for bugs to get in your house. I think everybody watching this has had one bug in their home at some point, and you never really know how they get in. They get in through some crevice somewhere. It's not impossible to keep them out. So especially if these mosquitoes are like looking for something to get, and they see a light, that's why, turn your lights off. It's just like normal bugs, like they're always attracted to light, so they'll come as quick as possible. I think the blankets idea is a pretty good idea though. That does seem like the best way to like keep yourself safe. I mean, it's not like you could lock yourself in a room because again, bugs would find a way to get in. So I guess the safest way is to put as many barriers on you as possible, and in this case the barriers being the blankets.
It's getting dark. I told you those bastards at North Shore weren't any good. Even though it's daytime, we stay out of the woods. I've heard a few people have gotten eaten up trying to get through the woods.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go in the woods either.
Best not disturb them, you know. I got my family out. I stayed behind to show people what we were dealing with here. When night comes, I find the best spots to tub. I wrap myself in blankets and just pray for daytime to get here as fast as it can. Not that it'll do much good. What they don't tell you is they can smell you, they can hear you. They want you, they gonna get you. Alright, well, it's about that time. Time to turn out the lights and pray for daylight.
I'd probably like try to tape around my door or like towel it or something.
Can't sleep. Who the hell wants to wake up with something eating on you? I'd rather see it coming. I'm gonna try to keep sending tapes out. Let people know what we're dealing with here. I know the government's doing the best they can. They're trying to get us out as fast as they can, but it's just too many of us. And they gotta be careful too. I mean, they don't want to get eaten up either. They got families too.
Robert LeBlanc's bloodless body was recovered 8 days after this recording. Reports claim he was found in the tub. Wow. So even though he followed all the rules. North Shore whistleblower claims the DNA and virus used to create the mosquito led to tragedy. Leaked memo reveals North Shore negligence. Okay, hold up. October 8th, 1999. To Dr. Roberts from Dr. Madison. Subject mosquito control project. Concern over the GATs? Concern over the concern over the GATE mosquito control project. Concern over their mayfly increased speed of reproduction. Whoa, wait. Mayfly increased speed of reproduction. Aedes albopictus mosquito. Honeybee limit travel. Genetically engineered advanced Tangibahoa encephalitis. Oh, that's what that stands for. Okay. Wait. That's why they sound like bees, is because they were mixed with honeybees and mayflies, which increase speed of reproduction. Wasn't the point to stop reproduction with the mosquitoes? According to the recent posts regarding adapting GEATE to mosquito control, the virus has been found not to pose any serious threat to humankind. Its ability to attack the central nervous system has been successfully repurposed to specifically kill the female progeny of the Aedes albopictus and an impressive 99% success rate. Although the DNA makeup of the new mosquito does present some safeguards, I want to caution optimism, as North Shore's position on GATE was originally for military use, specifically behavior modification. As incredible as this new breakthrough is, I believe that the decision to release GATE on an unsuspecting public in an uncontrolled setting is immoral and questionable at best. In addition, I feel it is imperative to point out the obvious. Advanced Tangibahoa encephalitis was only discovered a little over a decade ago. The documented cases of infection were quite horrific. If this fact was known publicly, the political fallout would be catastrophic. I may be in the minority, but I am going to be imploring the board to postpone field tests as there's quite a lot we don't understand about this potentially lethal virus. If I'm understanding this correctly, they put the tangivirus into these mosquitoes, and it was originally for a military use for behavior modification, but then they decided to release it on the public to see what it would do. And that would make sense why they said the mosquitoes are like a hive mind, because I believe the tangivirus, from what I remember, its main goal was to spread, and it did seem to have like a hive mind where they were all connected. So that would make sense that the mosquitoes would be all connected and would, you know, I guess attack in swarms or waves because it's using the tangivirus as a base. Advanced Tangipahoa encephalitis was linked to early 90s health scare. Yep. North Shore research to be shut down. There it is right there. North Shore research to face criminal charges. Good. Evacuated areas to be treated with lethal amounts of pesticide. Controlled burns in North Tangipahoa begin today in efforts to eradicate swarms. North Tangipahoa 1 year after evacuation. Three years after evacuation. So you just devastated a whole area because of what I guess was a military test, but you made it look like it was some environmental fix. 5 years later. Swarm still poses a danger 5 years later. Wow. And I guess so much of it's destroyed because of those fires that they were trying to do as well. That's such a hard thing to fix because there's probably, you know, millions of them. March 8th, 2008. So what is that, 7 years later? So I believe it started in 01. Oh, we getting some good music vibes. Sorry, this one hair won't stay.
Residents of Independence and North Tangipahoa celebrate returning to their homes after evacuating the area 7 years ago. However, despite the festivities, many former residents have claimed that they will not be returning from fear that the genetically altered mosquitoes have not been completely eradicated. Many are concerned that the north side of the parish will never return to what it was prior to 2001.
I think that is totally fair. All right. I guess it's good that at the beginning of this video I tell you to watch the tangivirus first because it does have something to do with the swarm. That was a very like short story. I don't think there's anything really too deep to look into there. I don't blame people for after not wanting to go home. I mean, 7 years later, you've probably reestablished your life somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, why would you even go back now? You know that the area is at risk. There probably could still be a swarm somewhere. You know what I mean? It's a gigantic area and you're talking about bugs. Like, if a few survived, they could eventually grow and the situation could probably start up again. So I wouldn't want to go back either, that's for sure. Who on earth thought it was a good idea to use the tangivirus as a base for some kind of experiments like that? These things just never go well, ever. That's just crazy. Now, the reason why we watched this one today is not only because I wanted to watch it because this was another popular one that Vintage 8 did, but also because I was told to watch this before The Itch. A lot of you, and I mean a lot of you, you have been recommending the Itch, and I've heard that it's very good. I've heard from some friends that it connects to a lot of other Vintage 8 works, and that I will definitely be excited when I see it. I think that was the last thing I needed to watch. I've watched the Tangivirus, I've watched the Sinkhole, I've watched, I believe, everything on Oracle, and now we've watched the Swarm. Oh, and we watched Children Under the House. And I don't think I need to watch anything else before watching Itch, but please let me know in the comments down below. If I'm totally caught up on what I need to know for the Itch video, then that will be the next piece of Vintage 8 I cover, because you guys have been recommending it a ton to me. But yeah, obviously I love Vintage 8. If you guys want to go see some other incredible works of analog horror, please go to the link in the description to Vintage 8's channel. Vintage 8 uploads tons and tons of incredible horror works. Please be sure to go and support your analog horror content creators. But alright guys, like I said at the beginning of the video, please don't forget to also go check out GAMERSUPPS. The link to it will be in the description down below, and you can use code IMMORTAL for 10% off. They're always releasing some cool new flavors or something, and there's also free flavor packs that you could try out for yourself if you want to do that before diving into a huge tub. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any thoughts or theories as to where the Vintage 8 universe could go next, because obviously there's a lot of events that are piling up now, and I feel like that they're doomed to converge at some point. So if you guys have any theories on where Vintage 8 will go next, let me know in the comments. But alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.